So first and foremost, this is primarily and unapologetically a mindless action, popcorn blockbuster, turn your brain off and not think about it type of movie. So, it's not even remotely interested in giving us fully fleshed out characters. Things just happen and characters react the way they react because reasons, I guess. We have three main characters here: Sam Witwicky, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. Sam is basically just the funny, relatable nerd that gets the girl at the end of the movie, and that's his whole thing.
The boy's pheromone levels suggest he wants to mate with the female.
He just runs around, fights some robots, fights the government, and somehow ends up dating the hottest girl in school at the end of the movie. But what's really cool about him is that you can actually see him progressively getting more confident as the movie goes along. He goes from being too nervous to speak coherently around her.
So listen, I was wondering if I could ride you home. Give you a ride home. I'm a friend of yours. I'm not a romantic friend. Romantic friends do this. I'm not that friend. I could be.
To being confident enough to make a few moves here and there.
Well, maybe you should sit in my lap.
Why?
Well, I have the only seatbelt here. Safety first.
Yeah, right.
Oh!
That seatbelt thing was a pretty smooth move.
Then at the end of the movie, they just start dating. His drastic evolution into being a suitable romantic partner actually makes sense because by the time he starts making moves on Mikaela, that's the girl's name by the way, he has seen some actual shit. He survived multiple evil giant robot attacks upon his life. He's met Optimus fucking Prime and he's found out that he's the key to finding the powerful ass MacGuffin of the movie. He's quite literally the main character of the narrative in which he exists.
Sam Witwicky, you hold the key to Earth's survival.
So, he's too preoccupied to worry about if this pretty girl likes him or not, which paradoxically is what makes her start liking him and following his lead. By the time he gets that adrenaline rush from literally running from an alien giant robot that wants to fucking kill him, talking to a girl doesn't seem so serious and world-ending to him anymore. Then we have Optimus. He's not really a character, he's just our generic good guy protagonist that gives good guy generic heroic one-liners.
Why are we fighting to save the humans? They're a young species. They have much to learn. But I've seen goodness in them. If I cannot defeat Megatron, you must push the cube into my chest. I will sacrifice myself to destroy it. He'll die in vain if we don't accomplish our mission. Bumblebee is a brave soldier. This is what he would want. At the end of this day, one shall stand, one shall fall.
Right.
If all else fails, I will unite it with the spark in my chest. That's suicide. A necessary sacrifice to bring peace to this planet.
And long ass monologues for some reason. Like the movie literally starts with him narrating the plots.
For a time we lived in harmony, but like all great power, some wanted it for good, others for evil.
He's just a really good guy because he's a really good guy. No character motivation, no backstory, no real reason why he wants to save humanity. He's just good because the movie says he's good. And Megatron is even worse because at least the first two characters have a significant amount of screen time in the movie. Megatron is not in it for 70% of the movie. He just shows up at the start of the third act, states his character motivation in the middle of his fight with Optimus.
Humans don't deserve to live. They deserve to choose for themselves. And you will die with them.
Then gets killed by Sam literally 5 minutes later. Oh, and don't you worry, Megatron has his fair share of dumbass evil one-liners.
Is it fear or courage that compels you, fleshling? You still fight for the weak. That is why you lose. Give me the Allspark and you may live to be my pet. Join them in extinction!
On top of having a dumbass antagonist, the plot is also incredibly convoluted, yet so simple at the same time. It's essentially good robot and bad robots are looking for the powerful MacGuffin of the movie. That's it.
Why are you here?
We are here looking for the Allspark, and we must find it before Megatron.
Where it starts to get convoluted is about halfway into the movie when you realize that we're actively following 3 separate groups of people, each having their own individual primary protagonists. We have the soldiers, the scientists, and the Sam gang. Now, for some reason, this movie is 2.5 hours long, so I guess this was their way of justifying its insane runtime. Just fill it up with as many characters as possible, like it's fucking Infinity War or some shit. So, this is how it goes. The soldiers get introduced at the very start of the movie when the Decepticons attack their military base in an attempt to hack into their system and get the information that they need. This information is the location of Sam Witwicky because he possesses the glasses that his grandfather had when he discovered their leader Megatron a few hundred years back, when Megatron followed the Allspark to Earth to track it because because Sam's dad found Megatron and Megatron was frozen. So when Sam's dad found Sam's fucking ancestor, Megatron imbued his glasses with the coordinates to where the Allspark is. Believe it or not, but this is the simplified version of the plot. Alright, let's get back to it. So the Decepticons attack the base trying to get information on Sam because Sam has the glasses currently in present day. The soldier guys managed to survive the attack. Then throughout the movie, they're just communicating back and forth with the regular government. I'm calling them the regular government for a reason. You'll find out later.
Don't ask questions.
So they keep communicating back and forth with their government until they get back home just in time for the final fight with Megatron and the other fucking Decepticons. So that's the soldiers. They're only there to serve as tactical reinforcement for Sam and the Autobots in the third act. Outside of that, they don't really provide any useful insights that Optimus himself couldn't have revealed in one of his many long-ass monologues.
Like us, there's more to them than meets the eye.
Shut the fuck up, Optimus. Even their armed assistance in the battle is quite negligible because most of the heavy hits delivered to Decepticons and Megatron were given by either Optimus himself or Sam when he killed Megatron. So what the fuck are the soldiers even doing in this fucking movie? They take up almost 30 to 40% of the runtime, and some of that could have been used to develop Optimus and Megatron as a fucking character, not on fucking soldiers that do nothing. Even the main white guy protagonist is not even fully developed. All he has is a wife and kid at home waiting back for him that we cut back to every once in a while. Then halfway into the movie, the story just forgets about them altogether until the very end when he has to go home and the brave soldier going back to meet his wife and kid. Look, he saved the day. The fuck? He has no real relationship with Sam, yet he gave him a pep talk in the middle of the third act, which is just, if you think about it, essentially one white guy giving another white guy a motivational speech in the middle of a battle. So the battle just stops for 2 characters who don't know each other to have an emotionally uplifting conversation that's supposed to resonate with the audience in some way. And as if that wasn't bad enough, there's a part earlier in the movie when Sam wants to get back Bumblebee from the government after they kidnapped him because he believes that Bumblebee will be useful to them in that very moment. The government obviously refuses because they are the fucking government. Then the white soldier guy, after having no prior relationship with Sam or any sort of pleasant, non-life-threatening encounter with the Transformers, just takes his side and forces the government guys to release Bumblebee immediately. Like, bro, what are you doing? You don't know Sam, so you have no reason to stand up for him. And the only experience you've had with Transformers up until this point is of them trying to literally kill you and your men. What exactly makes you think that this one is any different from the deadly Decepticons that have been trying to kill you throughout the entire movie? This is what I meant when I say things just happen and characters just react the way they react because of reasons, I guess. The soldiers did not need to be here. They serve no real pivotal purpose and they take up precious runtime that could have been used to flesh out our actual protagonists of the movie.
We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes.
Now for the scientists, they also get introduced early on and their primary objective is to track the signal that Decepticons use to hack the military base overseas. They end up finding out that Sam is who they are looking for and they send some Morse code signals to the Air Force for reinforcement during the third act after the Decepticons put in a virus into the government that destroyed all their telecommunicational satellites. After that very moment, after they confirm that the Air Force are coming to save them, that's it. We literally never see them again. At least with the soldier guys, they were in the third act final battle and we saw one of them going home to his family or some shit. But nope, not the scientists. These guys literally just vanish from the story. No conclusionary send-off, no closure, no nothing. After they achieve their primary objective, the movie just forgets about them. The only other ancillary function they serve to the narrative is to add more comedic relief through the fat black guy and give us another pretty girl to look at when Michaela isn't on screen. Yup, that's it. another at least 20% of the runtime that could have been used to do something we call character development in the movie business. But sure, waste it on gathering info that ends up being pointless and an effort that ultimately does jack shit in the final fight. We've already met the Sam gang, but they get introduced when Bumblebee infiltrates Sam's life by disguising himself as one of the cars in a dealership where Sam went to go get his new car. Which, how exactly did Bumblebee know which car dealership Sam was gonna go to? His dad literally joked about getting him a Porsche right before they came here. What would he have done if Sam didn't come to this exact spot and liked him more than any of the other cars?
Not a great plan.
They meet up with the other Autobots. Optimus gives one of his legendary monologues, this time with a VR PowerPoint presentation to go along with it. Then they head home to retrieve his great-granddad's glasses. And just when you thought we've met everybody, literally halfway into the movie, the story throws another group of people at you. Some super secret government group that's apparently separate from the regular governments. They get introduced literally minutes after they finally find the glasses we've been chasing this entire time. They kidnap Bumblebee and arrest Sam and the guys and take them back to their base, while one of their agents goes to the regular government guys, inform them what's been going on, and everybody just fucking rendezvous at that secret government base like that one time in that one Avengers movie. The scientists, the soldiers, the Sam gang, everybody is coming to the secret government base now. Because how else are we going to tell up these sloppy plot points and get everybody back together for the final fight? And apparently, the secret government guys have had the Allspark and Megatron in containment this whole time for literally decades. So, that whole subplot about getting the glasses was just a huge waste of time. Literally half the movie up in smoke, gone, waste. The scientist guys, pointless, because remember, they are the ones that found out Sam is one with the glasses that the Decepticons are looking for. Their entire mission statements, gone, up in smoke, pointless. And as if all that wasn't bad enough, they knew the cube was a source of unlimited power, yet they've done fuck all with it since it's been in their possession for the past few decades. So they essentially serve no real purpose in the final fight against the Decepticons, and they get disbanded at the end of the movie because the regular government finally realizes how redundant they are. They had Megatron and the Allspark for decades, and they neither advanced the technological ecosystem of society nor found a way to adequately subdue the Decepticons. So there's no real reason to allow them to continually operate with impunity whilst having their own thumbs lodged firmly up their asses. All in all, this movie is not actually that bad. It's a very fun, turn your brain off and enjoy it kind of movie. But once you start to think about anything you're watching for even a little bit, it all falls apart. So don't really have much else to say. The movie sucks, but it's also great at the same time if you don't really want to think about what it is you're watching. Whew. Alright, roll the credits. Let's get the fuck out of here. Jeez, it really is 2007. Anyway, subscribe to the Patreon for my podcast. It's called Weko's Echo. I review movies and I answer your questions. That's about it. Whew. Well, this was fun. Subscribe to the Patreon, link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next analysis.
It's you and me, Megatron. No, it's just me, Prime.
Motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga, boom.
Yes, sir.
I'm really